Good evening, and thank you for choosing NYNJPA Weather as your weather source for the Northern Mid-Atlantic. Well, we have a lot to talk about this evening. Let's see, we have a heat wave, we have clear skies. Oh yeah, we have Hurricane Earl. Hurricane Earl is going to be a major impact for the Northern Mid-Atlantic, but how far inland? We'll take a look. First, let's take a look at the high temperatures for today. For the most part, most of the northern mid-Atlantic range anywhere from the upper 80s to lower 90s throughout much of the New York City and Philadelphia metropolitan area. Your hottest locations were over southwestern New Jersey, and especially just to the south of the Philadelphia metropolitan area. The good news is that the humidity stayed low today, and that's going to continue to be a theme throughout the rest of this week. Uh, Humidity will start to increase slightly, but it won't be oppressive. And like it was back in July when we were reaching 100 degrees with a heat index of 105, 110. We won't see that with this heat wave this time around. Heat index will remain basically in the 90s because the relative humidity is so low, generally below 50%. So that's the silver lining in this hot wave pattern that we're dealing with. Now, as far as precipitation, high pressure will remain controlled all the way through Thursday morning. There is no risk of any type of precipitation. Clouds will start to increase by Thursday afternoon and evening, and the reason why is because of Hurricane Earl. Let's take a look at Hurricane Earl right now. Hurricane Earl is a well-developed hurricane. It's a Category 3 hurricane approaching Category 4 strength. As of the taping of this show here, it has winds of 125 miles per hour. Won't take long for it to get to 135 mile per hour sustained winds, which would make it a Category 4 hurricane. As you can see, it has a well-developed outflow, has a really concentrated and well-developed eye. The eye wall is also pretty impressive with a central dense overcast that is wrapped around the center of Hurricane Earl. Basically, this is a textbook hurricane. What can we expect over the next several days with Earl? Earl will continue to move to the west-northwest. Will approach the Bahamas but remain north and east of the Bahamas and start to turn north up the coast, uh, basically paralleling the southeast coast by roughly 500 nautical miles on Wednesday and moving into Thursday. By Friday, though, well, let's take a look at the latest model guidance. This is the European model guidance by Friday morning. Now, the important thing to remember here is that the model guidance is going to continue to fluctuate over the next couple of days, so nothing's written in stone. What we can say is that everyone from the Delaware River Valley on west will remain basically dry and will not have any significant impacts from this hurricane. I'm specifically focused on the coast, the New Jersey coast, up through Long Island and into southern New England, where Hurricane Earl will have an impact on those locations. How much of an impact will depend on the exact track of this hurricane, and being that this is all the way until Friday, um, there's still a lot of, let's say, disagreement within the model guidance on exactly how to handle this hurricane. But for now, expect definitely increase in clouds, strong wind gusts, rough surf along the coast. Riptides are going to be a problem if you have some sort of drive to go surfing in these waves. Be careful of that riptide, and also an increase in potential for a very heavy rainfall. In short, this is not going to be the time for you to hit the beach on Friday. Stay away from the beach, stay away from the shore, and wait for this hurricane to lift north. The good news is that it will move fast. So by Saturday, as the cold front that will be over the Ohio Valley moves through the region Friday night and pushes Earl off into the northeast, into the North Atlantic, high pressure will take hold, and the next weekend is going to look beautiful. So we'll get through this hurricane. We'll see how close it gets. But I'll continue to update on exactly where Hurricane Earl will go. It is going to be a powerful hurricane. Well, thank you again for trusting in NYNJPA Weather as your weather source. Have a wonderful evening and stay safe out there.